This movie was totally overshadowed by Guardians of the Galaxy, but I still went to go see it. Alright, let's get this over with. Okay, so Get On Up. Get On Up is a musical biography based off the Godfather of Soul, James Brown. And that's really the entire movie, it's James Brown's life. And here we have the Godfather of Soul portrayed by Chadwick Boseman, the star of 42. Chadwick Boseman just seems to have a liking in historic figures. Because when he's not playing baseball, he's singing so... Sorry about that. Usually when a movie talks about somebody's life, in the end of that movie, you don't really care about the person that they're showing. And unfortunately, Get On Up does just that. But let me just throw out there that Chadwick Boseman portrays James Brown incredibly. He's got James Brown singing down, his dance moves down, and his acting was really good in the movie. If you compare Chadwick Boseman to this movie and 42, you can notice that his acting range is just out of this world. I didn't see any Jackie Robinson in his portrayal of James Brown. And dude, that guy can dance! And thanks to YouTube, I can actually watch James Brown's moves and it was just like in the movie. Great job, Chadwick Boseman. And not just him, but also the other actors such as Viola Davis, Octavia Spencer, and Dan Aykroyd, they all did a good job in the movie too. So the acting really good, but the rest of the movie... I mean, how the movie was told, it was just all over the place. Because the movie starts off as him as an old man, so I'm like, oh, okay, he's gonna tell his story as an old man. But then the movie just randomly switches over to him being a young child to a young adult, and then to a young child, and then a young adult again. Rinse and repeat, and it just got super annoying. And I felt as if certain scenes should have been connected. For example, if you've seen the trailers, one of his bandmates comes up to James Brown and says, oh, there's a woman here, and she says she's her mother. Then you, the viewer, expect the very next scene, oh, mother and son conflict, they're gonna settle their differences. But no, the very next scene after that line was said, it skips to a year later. And I remember sitting there, I'm like, oh, they left out some really important plot details and potential character development. And then I didn't see James Brown and his mother talking till the very end of the movie. Like, why did they have to do that? And that's just one example, because certain clips in the movie were just placed all over the place. Things in the movie just happened in an instant. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I guess James Brown had kids. And I guess that person's now dead. I'm dead serious, the movie would show that person and then the very next scene they're dead? And they don't show what happened to them later on in the movie. Like I said, this movie was just all over the place. But then I realized that this movie was made by musicians, so that made sense. Musicians should just stick to music and not cinema. So in the end, Get On Up's storytelling was just... Dude, it was like all over the place. Chadwick Boseman's portrayal of James Brown was really good. And if you guys see the movie, and I hope to Christ you don't, you'll see that James Brown is sort of an asshole. But hey, his music was good, and the soundtrack in this movie, dude, that was good also. In all honesty, I don't think you guys should go see Get On Up in theaters, because you should probably wait for Netflix on this one. And have you guys seen Get On Up? What did you guys think about it? Be sure to leave a like and comment on the video, and as always, there's a link below for my Twitter and my Facebook. Keep in contact with me. But in the meantime, I have to get going.